Hey, and Happy New Year. Welcome back to Trim the Fat Podcast, a podcast designed to help you on your emotional, your physical, your spiritual, and also financial journey. We want to make sure that you're doing everything right in 2024. And today I have a friend of mine, Eric Smith, and he's here to help us get through some of those financial burdens and burdens. Eric, you want to introduce yourself and tell some of my listeners about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Well, my name is Eric Smith. First of all, I appreciate you having me on. This is an awesome setup you got here. And again, just like you said, I'm from Memphis.
Okay.
I'm actually from Mississippi, Panola County, Mississippi. Been in Memphis pretty much all my life. It's not a whole lot about me. I've always been, kind of an entrepreneur type person.
Okay.
Financial literacy kind of been, a part of who I am for some time now because of the things that I seen growing up. Mm-hmm. And so I always took it upon myself to not have to go through a whole lot of things, even though I had to by default. Mm-hmm. It's just been in me to, just kind of find my way, not necessarily have to depend on, someone to, tell me what to do every day and tell me when to clock in, things of that nature, right? So me coming from, Orange Mound, people that's live in Memphis, they know what Orange Mound is. So I come from Orange Mound. I know people all around the city, so if you familiar with Orange Mound, you know what the conditions are like.
Yeah.
One of the biggest communities actually in the country next to, Queensbridge projects in New York City. Mm-hmm. So even though we stick together, we still have we haven't took it upon ourselves to take ownership of our own neighborhoods and, build and so on and so forth. So I still had to come out of that.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Moved around town a little bit, went to better neighborhoods, but I seen a lot. I was able to, experience things that made me think on a different level as far as I know a lot of things, but what is it that I don't know?
Okay.
Right? What is it that's being taught to people, or what is it that people know that I don't know that's, keeping me at a level to where I can't see as much as I can? And why is it that we're all selling for the same thing?
Because they're getting taught the same thing.
Exactly.
You're getting taught the same thing. Okay.
Right. So, but that's, as far as me, I've always ventured into businesses, things of that nature. But one thing that I fell into, it kind of found me, to be honest with you, was credit. Mm-hmm. Now, that's the biggest thing that we all struggle with.
As a people.
Right.
Yeah.
So we go out and try to find some type of avenue to make a whole lot of money, but, we're not realizing that we're spending way too much money out of pocket because we don't have our credit in order. Right. Okay. So it's kind of expensive to be broke.
How did you say it fell into your lap?
Well, what happened was I first of all needed my credit fixed, but there wasn't something that I was necessarily focused on. We try to find a quick way out, shortcuts, so on and so forth. So somebody reached out to me, and they was actually offering me an opportunity, but they was also, in that opportunity, it was me trying to get my credit fixed. Mm-hmm. So it was also a business opportunity. Now, this happened around, when COVID happened.
Okay.
Let me kind of back up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Right before that happened, I experienced a real bad, 2018, I experienced a real bad flood. Now, when I say flood, I don't mean like my water heater bust and some water. When I say it was a flood, it was a real bad storm, and I was in a flood zone, and I didn't know I was in the flood zone. I was, I was actually sitting on the floor in my apartment, and I was on my laptop, and I fell asleep. Mm-hmm. I woke up to water, like, right on my thighs. My legs was covered up.
In Memphis?
In Memphis.
Okay.
My apartment complex was the only place this happened at.
Okay.
My legs covered up. Now, when I wake up, now I'm conscious. I'm hearing water pouring from somewhere. I'm like, I'm downstairs, so is there somebody upstairs? So I look, I don't see no water coming from the ceilings. I look in the closet, nothing. Look in the bathroom, nothing.
It was just you there?
It's just me.
Okay.
So now I'm waking up, I cut the lights on, it's water, and it's rising.
Oh, my God.
So I open the door, look down the hallway, water rising. So I get to walking down, I get to the door. The water is literally coming out of the crevice, it's coming out of the cracks. Like it's pouring.
It's all over the apartment, like it's coming from where it's trying to break through like a dam.
Exactly. It's outside trying to come in. I said, man, come on. I really think I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
I look out the patio door. Now the water is outside.
It's rain?
It's rain. It's a whole storm happening. And the water was about what this is. So water is like a river flowing. I'm not in no, it's a dam in the back. It's not no obvious flood zone. I didn't even know it was a flood zone. But to be honest with you, it was a complex being built maybe 2 blocks ahead of me down the street. We're on a decline somewhat, not a noticeable one, but you can, it's a dam that runs from one street down to the next. They was having a new construction there. When it rained, all that all that mud and all that stuff, it came down and it flooded the dam.
That would have freaked me out so hard.
When I say this looks like what you see on TV when they show Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
now,
what I was thinking about, like New Orleans when you were saying this.
That's exact. I mean, I'm trying to get as much stuff up on, a higher level and see how much stuff I can save. But I walked out of there with just my shoes, my clothes. And when I opened that door, all that water poured in. I'm talking about I had to swim out. So this is the whole entire apartment complex. Now, it's a big complex, but this side, I'm swimming out. I go to higher level. It's the fire trucks come, and it's
survival mode though. You were in survival mode, so you didn't really.
It was a real rescue mission. So it was people there that was helping other people out of their apartments. Make a long story short, that put me in a position where I had to relocate, but they had to physically relocate me. And at that time, right when that happened, I had lost my job.
Okay.
So now we
when it rains, it pours literally. Okay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So now they got to relocate me. I got to get into an apartment that's way higher than what I was paying. It flooded my car. My car was covered. I had a truck. My car was, I'm talking about covered to the ceiling. Flooded out the transmission. So I don't have it. I lost everything. Clothes on my back, apartment, everything. So now I'm in a position where I have to make a decision. I can't just go to regular, I can't just do what I've been doing. Because I've been, even though I wasn't in the position where I wanted to be, I had always been in a comfortable space. I was already going through something at the time, and then that happened.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. Okay. So then that pushed you. You had nothing, so you had to start over.
Had to start over. So when that happened, somebody reached out to me. I ended up partnering with this company that does credit, but they do a lot of other things, but credit was the main thing. So I had to take advantage of that. I also was able to, build a company behind that. I did that for 3 years, and then I ventured off and started my own company.
Okay.
So I learned a lot from the company. I took all that knowledge and I built my own company because at the same time, when I'm dealing with something that I always I don't want to say I wanted to do because I didn't know nothing about credit. I just knew I wanted to do something that was going to help other people that was in the same position as me.
But wow, helping yourself get out of the hole you were in.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just so excited that you're here because I had somebody help me with this before, but I didn't see it through.
Right.
And I was going through a divorce at the time, and you don't prepare. I was living two income. I had a child, and the divorce really happened. So now my life extremely changed from what it was 10 years or so, right? And so, like you said, people look for shortcuts. I'm looking like survival. I was survival, but it wasn't from flood. It was like, okay, I'm trying to survive. Make sure me and my daughter still have everything we need.
Right.
And I made some poor choices with money. With credit card, trying to do different things like that. And I was like, let me reach out to somebody to help me with, but I didn't see it through because my mental, emotional one there.
Right.
And so still, I'm not going to say I don't have perfect credit, but I want to one day. One day, that was my goal. When I was little, when we were growing up, like you said, you grew up in Orange Mountain, I grew up in Chicago, the West Side, and, we didn't see people flourishing. We didn't see people doing great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw my uncles and aunts maintaining, I saw them saying, okay, we're going to, or check to check. Right. Job, stop this job, break for a little bit, then we're going to start another job. But it never was flourishing. So that was one of my goals. Was like, okay, I want to make sure that I don't be in the same boat. And that's one of the reasons I left. Not saying Chicago was not good for it. It just wasn't the environment for me because it was a lot of crime going on. I knew I had to. It was something to me say, okay, I have to get away in order to be better.
The west side of Chicago.
West side.
Okay.
But I saw so much. When you talking about I saw so much. I could have took that route and said, okay, let me do, there was a lot of drug dealers. There was a lot of, and they was trying to teach girls to be drug dealers and stuff too.
Right.
But I was like, no, that's not what I want. I want to be a professional drug dealer, So I'm a pharmacist. But, you try to do things so you won't be in that financial burden like you saw your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents, your uncles. And so a lot of the moves I made was to make sure I had a good education,
right,
and kept going on the education. So you asked me before we started, what made me get here? It was school, but then you think about out of school tuition. I mean, out of state tuition. So I took student loans and I took private loans, and like I said, I didn't think about having one income household. So now I do. So I put a hold on a lot of those things, and so now I'm like, okay, now all my money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many other people are in that position, but it might be a lot because we try to, what is it, means to ends or ends to means? So you try to make sure that you're doing what you need to do right then to get through what you need to do. So I don't know. You can probably harp on that, like people that you've helped, not giving the business, but like things like that, like student loan or credit and credit card burden or your own experience.
My thing was I wanted to make sure that if I know it works for me, then it'll work. Right, so I initially was able to get two $20,000 student loans removed in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy.
Oh, see, I didn't do that. I've never done bankruptcy. I don't want to do that.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
I got both of them. No, yeah, what? Yeah,
okay.
One fell off. I don't know how it fell off.
Okay.
No, Lexington Law. I was with Lexington Law at first and they got it off, and then I got my own off.
Okay.
But I didn't get it off. When I was partnered with this company, we had lawyers that worked, so I actually didn't do the physical work.
They did the work.
They did the work,
but
they really it worked out. But it's that I do way more, not the ish on the company, but having the education behind how credit works. I'm now able to physically go in. I'm basically like an expert when it comes to credit.
That's we need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
thank you for bringing the expert. No, we need that because you don't see a lot of. I'm gonna say it. We don't see a lot of black people that knows about credit and money and scored.
Right.
Again. So good. Okay. And you're young and you know what's going on.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So it's like I said, it's so I've helped people get into homes. I've helped people get brand new cars off the showroom floor. I've helped people get businesses started, all types of stuff within a matter of a year and a half.
Okay.
I have a team,
That's hope.
Great team.
Y'all hit it. That's hope. Okay, this is it.
I mean, listen, if it's something that you're serious about, at the end of the day, and I don't want to just make it about credit. My thing is, when we initially, we had our exchange, via text. We was talking about how it destroys, I ain't gonna say destroy, but how it can have an effect on your household.
Yes, big time.
When you are in a position where you can't really offer a lot, whether it's you and your friend, you and your family, or you and your significant other, you have liabilities and assets. So you're either an asset or you're in liability. So we all got that family member that can't keep a job. Right? They probably got a vice, whether it's alcohol or pills or crack or whatever it is. So they're always in need of something, and they need somebody else to help them get it. So they're a liability. They cost you money. Same thing in a relationship or a friendship. I've never been a drug addict, nothing like that. But I've been a person that's in need. But I've always been the type of person that don't like to ask for stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know if you give me something. And you give it to me like, here, I don't want it. Because I don't want to make it, I don't want to feel like I'm a burden. That's the type of person I am.
Okay.
So I've kind of like, I've been that prideful person that didn't like that. So when I get down to my, desperation, then I may ask at some point.
I'm like that too though.
Yeah.
I hate to ask people for, and it's not because I feel like I don't want to be a burden, but it's also I don't know what they're going through. And some people will give you their shirt off their back because you've helped them before, and then I feel like, okay, I don't want to ask because I just don't know what they're going through.
Right. But
then if I get, like you said, desperate times call for desperate measures, so I'll say, okay. And then it'll be like, why you wait to the last minute? I could have helped you.
Right. I wish I did have them type of people, but I mean, it's like, you want to be considerate of their situation. Everybody going through something, just like you said. So, but I've been in all those positions. I've been with somebody that, I couldn't bring enough to the table because I'm going through so much, and I just need you to be a little bit patient with me. And it got to the point where, okay, but I understood that. I've been the family member. Man, I don't want to be, so, and the friend. I've had friends to walk out on me, and not because I was asking for anything, because it was just one of them things to where you start to see who your real friends are. Okay. It's just when you're going through, you just want to have somebody there. Yeah. I don't want anything from you. I just want you to, So, but not, and so you don't want to feel like that. You want to be the person to carry you on. And so at the end of the day, I've always been a person that it's not about material things with me. I never want money to be an issue.
Okay.
I want to be able to put moms in a comfortable position. If I don't have any kids, but whatever family I got at the time, I want to be the person that, just make sure everybody's okay. I just want to be able to provide what I know I've really never seen before other than what's on TV.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's good because some people don't have that mindset of wanting to. It's like sometimes people are looking for other people to help them.
Exactly.
Or they feel like other people are supposed to help them and they don't have to do anything. So like I want to go back to what you said about relationships. So sometimes the money, because money is a tool, and we're supposed to be using that money to get us to where our goals. Right. But you talked about relationships, and be it with a significant other, family member, or whatever. But when there's financial stress, and you're not communicating that can ruin and destroy and eliminate real good relationships.
Man,
especially with the a girlfriend, boyfriend, kid. It's like, okay, you don't communicate. I feel communication is the key for anything. And you said pride is a big bad thing because it can make you say, okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want them to think nothing about me. Right. Or I don't want to look like. Remove the pride, tell the truth. You'll be happy. You'll be crazy about how much good stuff open, like the doors that open for you, just about basically being truthful. And
right.
removing pride.
Right.
So, tell us something that you can say about putting yourself in a better place with what you have right now. Because some people, they're like, okay, I can't make it. I don't have no extra. I can't pay somebody to do this for me. I don't have anything to make it to the next 2 weeks. So how do you expect me to get out of this space that I'm in? That's a lot of people they go through that.
Exactly. Regardless of his money, or if it's an issue you got, or whatever it is, I've always understood that if most people are not honest.
Right.
And when I say honest, I mean they're not honest with themselves.
Right.
In order to get over any addiction or any problem, you got to admit that you have one. Me, when I say there was like a period of soul searching that I had to do in order to know that you have this problem, and then this problem leads to this problem, and that's why you're in this situation. I'm talking about this, it takes time to really dig deep and soul search. It may take a year, 2 years, but at some point now I can actually live a life of honesty. And that's what I expect from other people. So now I can go into a relationship or a situation. First of all, I'm not going into anything now because I'm so honest with myself that I want to be prepared and not go through what I went through based on honesty. I can now go into it with a clean slate, but I can actually be honest about whatever it is I'm going through. Right. So then now I can get rid of.
You got to stand on that.
I can stand on it, and I can get rid of the pride.
Okay.
So because if you go into something with too much baggage, you're going to lie about something because you don't want that person to see. You don't want them to see everything.
Oh, that's a whole nother episode. We need to talk about that.
Listen.
Look, that's because I got so much to say.
Really?
But go on.
Look, I'm gonna be interviewing you.
Yes.
But yeah, but that's when I say it doesn't start at money. It starts with you. So regardless, if you do have money, you can have all the money in the world. If you're not an honest person, if you're not trying to, you're looking for something that you're not providing yourself.
Come
at the
on
end of the
with
day,
it.
you're going to use money for control.
You're going to use money as a cushion. It's going to be, you think money and buying stuff is going to hide the things that you're trying to hide? Come on with it. Okay, go ahead.
So, but in a nutshell, if you can find that in somebody else, that's magic. Because now, when it comes to the finances, we can be honest. I've been in business with dishonest people, and I'm thinking the business is going good, but they wasn't telling me certain things.
Okay, that's
so
dangerous.
Now when I find out, I got to figure out how to fix this, and it's almost too late.
Yeah.
Same thing in relationships. Same thing. If you're not honest, and regardless how bad it looks, we can get through it. Don't make that decision for me. Come on now, let's. And I can't lead. If you tell me the wrong thing, I'm gonna lead you in the wrong direction because I'm gonna give you the wrong advice based on a lie. So, let's do this the right way.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is what I tell that's why I tell people: don't lie to me.
Okay.
Tell me the truth. Don't be ashamed. I've been in the same situation. When something happens, let me know, and so on and so forth. But you got to be honest with me. that's how you get the help you need.
So now I'm thinking like, so if I was your customer, see, I'm trying to see if I'm based on, because you seem cool, and everything. I'm thinking like, if I came to you right now, am I going to tell you everything? Because I don't want you to judge. Like, I'm thinking like that. Like, dang, he going to think this. Yeah. Wait a minute. But no, I know people are like that. But no, if you're really serious about it, you got to be honest. But a lot of people say when you go to premarital counseling, the finances, you have to talk and bring to the table. What do you have in the bank? What's your credit? How much do you owe in credit card debt? Right. How many medical bills do you have? Do you have student loans? Do you all that? A lot of people are scared to say that when they about to marry somebody. Yeah. I wasn't scared. Really? I wasn't. I was like, okay, I want to be truthful. I want you to be truthful because what I put out, I want you to put out. Okay. So that's why what I know, what I'm gonna give. How do I expect it to be better if I don't give what I'm supposed to give? So I wasn't scared, but I have some friends that they were like, no, I wasn't gonna tell I'm taking this to the grave. You know what I mean? So, but the honesty portion and part that you just said, that's valuable. Yeah. So you have to do that. So when I come to you, I gotta say, hey, fix me up. Yeah.
I'm gonna see it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna see stuff you didn't even know was there.
Yeah, but now that's what I want you to find the stuff. I just got hacked Christmas Eve through Instacart. So my bank account got hacked through Instacart, and the person had the nerve to put their address in my Instacart addresses. So the money, it's crazy. The money that they use is around Christmas. So again, when it rains, it pours. I already had some stuff going on, but they did that. I didn't know, and that's the other thing. I don't check my statements regularly like I'm supposed to. It's probably like 3 times a month. I guess I'm supposed to do it often.
Man, you better check those.
Yeah, so I happened to be checking. I was like, okay, what is this $300 and some charge? Texas Kroger. So I looked, I said, so I called my bank. I said, I want to dispute the claim. Mm-hmm. They said, well, because it was Christmas Eve or whatever, they couldn't do it because they were closed and it was still pending. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, where? So I looked they said Instacart. I got an email and everything. Mm-hmm. They done had $300 and some worth of groceries delivered to this address. So I already did the dispute and the fraudulent investing, so okay. Hopefully I hadn't checked to see if I got my reimbursement, but better about, trying to be better about looking at things like that. But yeah, I'm going to say, fix me up. Look at this.
What is Instacart? Like?
Oh, you don't know what Instacart? So ever since COVID, Instacart is a grocery delivery thing. So I've been doing Instacart where you can get Kroger, Sprouts, Aldi, whoever. If you don't feel like you don't want to go pick it up, they can deliver it to your door.
Like DoorDash?
Yeah. Okay. But it's groceries.
Okay. Is it through Instagram or something? Or
it's just called Instacart because it's quick. It's the same day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to hype them up because I'm mad they should have given me my money back real fast. But it's a great, those type of delivery services. So I'll do things that's convenient for my life, lifestyle, because I'm busy, work and then mom and all that kind of stuff. So those type of things are valuable to me because of time.
Because of time, right.
Because of time.
Right. Time. And you said, you said something right there.
No, time, you can't. We'll talk. You gotta come back. Let me see how much minutes do we have. Okay, so time. You can't get time back. That's why honesty is important, communication is important, all that kind of stuff. Because if you find out later on the back end, it's like you wasted your time.
You did. Yeah, you did. Because that's all and especially how everything is moving so fast now. Most people don't value time. And if you pay attention to social media, most people are using what they see on social media as a means of getting where they want. Like they see where they want to be, and so they'll be there without putting in the time to get there. Okay. Like social media is taking away people's time.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why people are kind of getting messed up.
It is.
Because when you see them in real life, they're not who they say they are because they avoided the process. I believe in process. Mm-hmm. When you go, and not because somebody told me this, when you go through so many situations where, shortcut this or, all right, I'm going to take their word for it, it don't work.
It don't.
It's temporary. It don't work.
It don't.
You have to acknowledge and go through the process so that you'll be it'll sustain. You'll be where you want to be based on your own merit and not somebody else's.
Man, that's so whack. No, that's serious though. Like some people just don't. This seems like it's a simple thing to know that, you should know that. But it's not simple.
It's
and
not.
it's also because you said social media. Social media is kind of like a demonic thing. It's good for some things. Like we shared about this. We going live about this. But it's like certain things that it's like people want that instant gratification. Mm-hmm. They want likes and stuff to make them feel because they're missing something. That's how addiction starts. Or or financial burden because you're trying to go out and get something and get it on credit because you want something. I've never been. I'm glad I'm not like that. Right. I don't know if it's because of how my grandfather raised or my mom. I don't know. But I've never been the one to say, okay, I gotta have that because they got it. But it's a lot. I know I've seen it, and I don't know how we get out of that cycle. Like people, and social media is making it work. It's just making it more prevalent. Exactly.
But I mean, we can. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this real quick. When I say social media, most people are on social media. We're all on social media for different purposes,
different reasons.
I have to utilize it. You have to utilize it. It's
and
for
I
marketing.
like it. It's fun sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I may be reach. Instead of going to 500 doors, I can reach 500 people just by putting.
True.
Yeah. So, but when you're so invested in how you look to other people, you're gonna make the wrong decisions. So make as many right decisions as you can to where now everything that I say I can account for.
Man, listen, I'm about to stand up and flip around here because everything you saying, like it could touch on so many different levels.
Everything is relative.
Because people know that perception is reality. So they try to put on for our city. You know what I'm saying? They try to put on to keep up with the Joneses as people, or keep up an image.
Right.
It's so detrimental.
Right.
No, God. But anyway, so I'm glad. Look, we done ran out of time. It don't even seem like we've been talking long. How many minutes has it been?
Man,
but no, I want you to talk. No, I want you to. You're just gonna have to come back. Talk. Okay. So before we go, I want you to talk about experience that you've had that really molded and shaped you to be who you are and think how you are. Because I already seen that you got a wealth of knowledge and wisdom and experiences and things that can. And you seem like an expert. You could be fooling me, but you seem like an expert. So no, I'm so. This is a whole God thing, but something that molded you, one particular instance that said, okay, this is how I became who I am. This is how I think. It's not it could be a person, it could be an event, it could be something that you had to overcome.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not just one thing because I've always been a thinker, but I've always been one of the people that look at certain things and ask like why. But I can say that the last situation I was telling you about, that situation taught me that anything can happen to anybody. Tragedy has no respect of person. So it's like when you're up, you don't realize you can fall into a hole faster than you can climb out of it.
True.
It's gonna take a minute for you to climb, but as soon as you jump, you hit the ground in a matter of seconds. And you don't know how far you done fell until you realize how hurt you are. So I've been hurt a lot. But again, I also don't contribute my hurt or think that my hurt is no bigger or better or worse than anybody else's. But I see the mistakes that everybody makes, including myself, by trying to hurry up and not look like I'm so much, but like I don't want to look like I'm hurting or going through right now because I've always been up.
Yeah. See, I don't.
Now I got to admit to it. Now I got to show. I got to expose myself.
Yeah.
Once you expose yourself, it's the Eminem effect. Can't nobody say nothing or think no worse about you than you do yourself.
Yeah.
So I can tell you ain't got to tell nobody.
No, expose yourself. Don't you be exposed by somebody because they're gonna change your narrative anyway. Even if it's meant to be good, the narrative is gonna be wrong because you ain't tell your story.
There you go.
No, it's true. So expose yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. When I go through things, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going through it. I might not tell social media, but I'm not ashamed to tell my family, my friends, you know what I'm saying? Or help somebody else. Like, yeah, I'm going through this right now, but I know on the end when I get through it's okay. So I'm not ashamed. And I think that's I grew into that just by automatically being put in positions to be a leader or whatever, or to help people, or I was automatically saying, okay, I can share that. I've been, I don't want you being embarrassed because I've been there a couple of times or more. And sometimes not because of my own mistakes, it's because somebody put me in something that I didn't even know I was getting put in.
Right.
I mean, you touched on that a little bit before, but man, Okay, we
Right.
got a whole conversation. So tell us about your business, how you help, how they can get in contact with you, all the services that you provide, if you want to, whatever you want to share. Man, definitely. I'm just so high strung right now. This is a great energy. This is great energy. I love it. Wait, before you go into that, what's your sign?
Aries.
Oh, you're an Aries? Y'all real be strong-willed, y'all.
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your
okay.
sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Oh, yeah, y'all too.
Yeah.
Y'all
Scorpio,
too.
good. Yeah, Aries, y'all are headstrong. You don't let nobody change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can go on to say, I know that, but I believe. Yeah,
You're
I
an
love
energy
it.
person.
Yeah,
I am
like
too.
energy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I know
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah, share anything about what and how people can get in contact with you, service, and especially with it being the beginning of the year, people want to they motivated and inspired to get on the right track. I am, because I want to get a house. I gave up my house in divorce, and I haven't been, able to get one, the one I want.
Right.
Also because of private school loans, burdens and stuff like that. And my daughter's we got tuition for her school. So it's other things that take precedence over things, but then I want to make sure I should be able to get what I want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Well, first of all, 2024, I always tell people, never make a resolution at the beginning of that same year. Whatever you were supposed to do last year, that's supposed to manifest into this year.
Okay.
You never make goals the same day for the same day.
Okay.
We got to take away the whole microwave mentality, because what you've been doing your whole life, if you right back in that situation and you've been in that situation too many times, that means you're doing something wrong or somebody lied to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can reach me. You go to, I'm on Facebook at Eric E. Smith. You can go to my website at www.elitecreditconnect.com, or you can go to my Instagram at Eric Smith Guru 84. I'm trying to help at least 1,000 people this year.
Okay.
Get into homes and whatever the case may be. I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people that has reached out to me. I've got people that's still on hold right now. They waiting. They just waiting. Like it's been a year or 2 years. I'm coming. But I see you in the club. I'm finna listen. First of all, I see you doing everything else. But what you supposed? But you honest with me though. They come to me with the honesty, but they lie to everybody else on Facebook. You know I'm your friend. You know I can see you, right? I can see you, but I ain't gonna say nothing though. I'm just gonna let you see me and get convicted every time you see me. So, but yeah, all I gotta say is, if you got friends around you that's been telling you all you gotta do is, and I hate that. I hate for somebody to tell you if you come to me with some advice and you say, man, all you gotta do is, I don't wanna hear it no more.
Why? Because it's fake.
Because I ain't know nothing all you gotta do is. What you talking about?
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. But regardless of what's actually on your credit, whether it's student loans, collections, inquiries, late payments, bankruptcies, foreclosures, liens, medical bills, credit cards, charge off, child support, all that stuff can actually come off your credit. So my whole objective is to try to get you, close to, if not above, a 700 as soon as possible. Really, a 750 to be honest with you.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we can get to the 800 range, let's do it.
You got receipts.
Go to my page, go to my website.
Well, good. Well, listen, we're going to have you back if you're willing to come back in a couple months. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. I sure did. If you're interested in the podcast, go ahead and subscribe and follow us at trim_the_fat on Instagram. And look forward to seeing you. Happy New Year.